All right, Pisces, here we go. Two fish. The 12th sign of my fly through the zodiac. My time of the month, as I call it. Because it's a day and a half of just non-stop readings, non-stop energy. It's crazy. Well, here we are. Soulmate Energies update for the sign of Pisces. Two fish. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. General reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. I did a pre-shuffle, as always. I shuffled the deck. I didn't like the answer, so I shuffled again. I got the same answer. Different cards, same answer. But these are a little clearer, this message. It's the same message, though. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Pisces for July 2022, I said. Five of Cups is my top card. Sad horse. Sorry about the lighting. I don't control the sun. I'm not a time lord, and I don't control the sun, and I'm not the wizard on the hill. I'm just Steve, that's it. Sad horse. Five of Cups is one of the cards that ends the separation phase in this cycle, but it goes deeper than that here. There's a lot of regret here, crossed by the Six of Pentacles, for not giving to this connection. For someone not coming to their senses sooner. And for your person in particular, it's a lot about what's going on around them in their life that caused them not to give to this connection, to be all wishy-washy on you. Well, somebody who breadcrumb now wants to give the full loaf because of the Seven of Pentacles, because the timing is right now. Something about the timing is spot the fuck on. And I believe this has even been planned by them. This is something that they have really, really given some thought to. The Eight of Pentacles is the card of the apprentice. It's someone who's been working on themselves a little bit to get themselves up. Someone here woke the fuck up because the Eight of Pentacles here, I got the Nine of Cups right underneath it. 9 cups coming to get their wish fulfilled, a wish you've had is being fulfilled. Why? Because someone came to their senses here. They realized your value. The Queen of Pentacles is here. They realize that you nurture their soul, and they're all done with the bullshit about it. The Seven of Swords is right here. And how do I know they're done with the bullshit? Because it's crossed by the Ace of Swords, Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth, which contains no bullshit. It says so right on the label. You go to the store, you buy yourself a Sword of Truth over at Kmart. You read the label, it says right at the bottom, contains no MSG and contains no bullshit. Alright, someone here is getting real. But in the process, this is I fucked up upright. On crack. Alright? Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Now your energy is tied always to Leo. And I don't mean you're dealing with a Leo. You don't even have to know a Leo. You don't even have to like lions. The lion could be your least favorite character from The Wizard of Oz. I don't care. He's cowardly anyway. Fuck him. But there's something here, something in that Leo reading for you. Make sure you watch it. Could be one thing I say. Alright? Let's shuffle the deck right now for my two fish. With those lovely fish tattoos, one on each butt cheek. God, that's hot. Alright, here we go. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Pisces for July 2022, universe. And don't fuck around. This is the 12th sign. It's very important. You got one of the most powerful connections in this cycle. It's one of the most special connections, actually. Not so much powerful. Special. It is powerful. It's very special. You ready? This first card out is Why the Fuck Are We Here? It's before the cut. It's extremely important. Remember what I said about that Five of Cups? I said, it's I fucked up upright. Right? Yeah. Stress. 10 Wands. I said we're looking out for the 10 Wands in June, and we're looking out for it in July too. It's a very important card. 10 fucking Wands. This is about to break to something. Somebody here, this is, it's guilt combined with regret, combined with how could I have been so stupid. It all equals stress. That's all I get off of it. Stress. What comes after it? Oh, I feel something. Yeah. I knew something good was about to happen. It's the Fool. Fuck it, I'm going in. Somebody here is coming to, this is not energy we control, this is major arcana. I like it when the Ten of Wands should break to an ace, right? An Ace of Wands, for example. This is better than an ace. This is the universe itself. Mama bird saying, get the fuck out of the nest. Somebody feels like they need to do something here. Someone's coming towards you. Someone who's been tied up in some kind of situation on their side for a lot of you. I don't know what it is, but there's a third energy that's come between you. Same thing with Leo. It's kind of toxic. But your person was always more inclined to get out of it. I don't have a lot of faith in Leo's person. I don't. They piss me off beyond belief. But your person, my God, this energy is rolling in. They're taking that leap of faith because there's so much stress here. How did I get it wrong? I'm just going to riff on the energy, kind of feel it, and then say some words. Words like, how did I get it wrong? How did I not see? Or how did I not feel? Or how did I not? How did I not? It's I fucked up upright. I wish that could be the title for this video. I fucked up. Someone realizes they fucked up. That's your video title that I can't put online because, you know, I don't want to risk the channel by putting swears. YouTube will ding you for anything. I can swear in the videos, but God forbid you write one in a damn title. All right, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck here and get ourselves a reading. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Pisces for July 2022. And again, I'm not a time lord. This stretches from right now, June 29th or 28th, June 28th, right up through about Lionsgate, right up through about the first week of August. Lionsgate's August 8th. And it's drowning out everything around it. But we'll get there when we get there. Okay. Overall energy for our reading is the Nine of Wands. Let's see what's crossing this before I open my big mouth. Can you fucking believe that? All that shuffling? Even the bird laughed. And you know he a Pisces like you. Right? How about that? He's here for the Pisces reading. You're the only reading he's been here for. How about that? He's looking at me. He don't care. Okay. We're talking about a bird here. We got a bird in the room. We got a bird here. Yeah. The wall's coming down. It's the card of the wounded warrior. There's a lot of, around that 10 of, this card is crossing that 10 of Wands that was before the cut. So, again, there's a lot of guilt and shame around that 10 of Wands. Somebody really fucked up here. I believe it. I believe it. Pisces is, a relationship with Pisces is nice, isn't it? I mean, you're not going to disagree with me, I suppose. But it's not, you feel on a good level, and you're kind of quirky at times, too. You know, you're not all overly deep and overly sensitive. You can go there. Cancers can be a little oversensitive sometimes, right? Scorpio goes real deep. They could be the dark brooding type, right? Pisces paints and does artsy things, or just is, you know, they're just nice. It's good. And the sex is good too. I banged a few Pisces, I know. Okay. That being said, plus it's my rising sign, and I'm all right. I do okay. Right here is the energy around the connection. Right here is how your person's behaving in their environmental energy in the 3D, how they feel, like I sometimes say. Right here is their soul. I don't know what's going to come out there. I don't know if it's how they feel about you in the soul or if it's just their soul. I don't know yet. We're going to find out. Right here's the message from the universe. We'll talk to the fickle old gal, see what she says. It's red with the energy of the connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. I'm not the warlock on the hill. Although a lot of people think I am. I'm not. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top, and we'll get you all the information we can. All right, are you ready? Pay attention. I will tell you, I've said it to a few signs. I'll say it to you. Pay attention to the monthly overview for July. Very important. Okay? What's the first card out? Energy around the connection. Page of Pentacles. You might think that's small, don't you? It's a page, Steve. Yeah, it is. But it's communication. It's somebody who's coming with their tail between their legs, worried about what they're going to say. What am I going to say to Pisces? You know, we've been getting a lot of, I've done some energy updates for you. And we often, in the recent energy updates, if I'm not mistaken, we've gotten an energy of somebody coming in and being a little deceptive with you about how they feel. I think that energy is still here. a little bit. It's just more a case of somebody now is really, really, really feeling you. You know, you're very irreplaceable. And I make that joke about your butt tattoos all the time, but that's me just being me. That's me making a joke about what's in the energy. It's this, you're very special. You're very different. They can't find you in anything else. It's the tail between the legs. You can't. I banged a lot of people, and very few have had one fish on each. I would remember someone with a fish. Butts all look the same pretty much. You know, if they're plain, they just look the same. You remember the ones with something. A mole, some kind of a mole shaped like Richard Nixon was one of them. I remember that. I remember that girl. She had a mole shaped like Richard Nixon on her left butt cheek. I remember that. Cracked me up the whole time. I was lucky I could keep it up, to be honest with you. But you would remember somebody with a fish on each butt cheek. You're very special. You're very different. They can't find you anywhere. They're checking everybody's butt cheeks. How are they behaving? 8 of Swords. Yep. 8 of Swords. I believe it. Combine that 8 of Swords with the 10 of Wands energy, crossed by the 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior, crossing that 10 of Wands that was before the cut. And yeah, you get exactly how I feel that card. You get exactly, it's a whole lot of someone who kicking themselves, someone who fucked up here. And I'm seeing that in a few signs, not just yours. All right. Soul. I don't know what's going to pull here. It's red with the, it's bookending the Page of Pentacles. It's the sun. The sun in the soul is the best. It's the sun is El Sol, right? It's the sun. It's all I see here is a big bottle of Corona, and I want to drink it. It really is. You make this person very happy. Again, they're kicking themselves. That's why they show up under this. The energy is this tail between the legs, this little page. It's I don't even have words. I don't. Let's just keep going. What's the universe want to tell us? It's red with the page here. Ace of Cups. A lot of love here wasn't given. Somebody's going to tell you a little bit of it. There's that deception I told you. There's a gulf here, right? There's this much love. Huge. Sun. Right? This is page, little fawn. All right? So keep that in mind when this person's talking. They're way in their head. I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know if they're going to show up and talk to you and tell you they've left someone and they're coming for you, or if they're going to... I get a message, well, not a message, but I get the energy here, the way I feel it, of somebody who already told you they were done and with you, and they're going to stay with what they got, and now they got to come crawling back because they can't stay with what they got. All of your people, no matter what sign you are, cannot keep living the way they've been living in the new energy. Okay? The energy has changed. We've had transformation. So null and void is anybody who told you, I have to stay with my marriage, I'm not going to come towards you. I have to stay in my life, I'm not going to come towards you. All of those people, the mind is changing because the soul is lit up like the sun. Okay? Potential final outcome. Red with the 8 of Swords. This doesn't surprise me. It's the High Priestess. Keeping some things down, but most of it is flowing up. What's happened is, this is my High Priestess drunk at the party again. I've had this in recent readings. She drunk, right? And she's throwing up in the corner. And the thing is this person's trying to push the puke back down. You shouldn't do that. You might choke. You know, it's kind of a bad thing to do. Just let it come out. They're fighting it a little bit because as it comes up, those feelings of guilt and how stupid was I, that kind of thing kind of roll to the surface. And nobody likes to feel that. That's all. That's all that means. This is technically, it can be communication here, or it can be during the month of July they have these realizations. I don't know. We got to clarify. We're going to clarify with the sexy witches, none of which have butt tattoos. I'm very sad about that. All right. Page of Pentacles. Why is it here? Let's go. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Talk to me. It's hard to get across, especially, well, it's not with the sun here, but it's hard to get across what you are to this person. Okay? I would love to say it varies for all of you, but it kind of doesn't in a general way. You're someone they will never find again. That's what they think. That's what they feel. Both think and feel. And they don't like thinking that. Makes them sad creates stress. Yet that feeling is coming up. It's coming up from the depths. And if they follow their intuition, this will be communication. We'll have to see when we clarify. The sun here is very encouraging. Okay? And I said you're tied to Leo. You got Leo energy in the soul here. I'm not saying your person's a Leo. I'm not stupid. I know how cards work. Alright? I'm saying there's something in that Leo reading for you. Please watch it. Do what you want. But I'm the guy who did the fucking reading. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. You'll get 2 readings in one, even if it's just one fucking thing I say. Okay? I did not tell Leo to watch Pisces because I don't think it flows in that direction. I don't have faith in that person. I think they could sit in that toxin their whole life because they're stubborn son of a bitch. Alright, Page of Pentacles. Why is it here? Page of Pentacles. Let's go. Witches. Witches. Another page. Yeah. Page of Wands. It's communication. They cannot let you go. Okay? These are bookends. They can't let you go. This is a curious page. It's a page that also indicates usually when it comes up that someone wants to fix something. Someone wants to set something right. Set the record straight. Do something. Okay? But they're only doing it at the ability they can. They keep pushing this back. Alright? What they need to do is just go to the corner and throw up. And have you hold their hair. Because that's how special you are. Okay? What's on top? 4 Swords. See, it's a healing energy that I get off of this. But it's also, it ties to this over here. I said if they follow their intuition, we'll have to see when we clarify. This leads to communication. The 4 of Swords is about shutting down the brain. Giving the head a rest and allowing the intuition to kick in. The soul energy to kick in. The various chakras. And in the Light Seer deck, I think it's the little lamb with the third eye going off, right? All knowing, all seeing kind of a thing. Why is the 4 of Swords here? That's why. If they can shut the universe is saying if they can shut their brain down, communication is almost guaranteed here. The energy is there. This is major arcana. They can't control it. They can't control what they feel. And we can't. Your person's tried to control it. They've tried and tried, and they lost. The sun exploded into life in their soul. Right? Boom. They lost. And if they can shut the brain down, this connection is also healing to this person is what this is saying. The connection energy is strong, it's good, it's nice. In the 5D, that's a picture of you two. And there's an angel looking over the whole thing. The connection is fine. It's your person who needs to just, if they have to follow their intuition. Alright? Stop swallowing the puke. Let it come out. 8 of Swords, why is it here? So far so good. We'll see. This 8 of Swords is our linchpin here. I don't know. This is always what stops things. It's what stops Leo's person, and you're tied to that angle. Excuse me. We'll see. It's what's stopping all this from flowing. Because these are red together. Why is the 8 of Swords here? Okay. Oh, shit. The Star. Not only is the High Priestess in the corner throwing up, she's naked while she's doing it. Well, and she got long hair, so you got to hold the hair. Why is that important? Why did I make that joke? Why do you think? Think about it. Okay, well, I'll tell you. It's a losing battle. They're naked to the universe. Naked to because the Lover's card is here. The universe sets this. It's open. It's turned up the volume on your connection. The table is set. We're just waiting for your person. There's nothing they could do. They can think about this all they want. They're never going to push this down. The sun has exploded in their soul. This is an amazing. I very rarely get the sun here in any of my readings. That's amazing. What's on top? The King of Swords. They're going to take action, whether they like it or not. They're going to do something to come towards you, to fix this, to whatever. The King of Swords is taking control of this energy. Right here. We go from 8 swords to 1 sword. Archangel Michael's sword of truth, I might add. Which does not have any bullshit in it, as we learned in the pre-shuffle. Why is the King of Swords here? Knight of Cups. See? Once they take control and shut down, stop fighting what they can't fight. Right? The universe, this person just took their clothes off to get in the water and throw some water. The universe snuck up, stole their clothes and ran off. They're stuck outside naked. Somebody going to see them. They're going to have to either knock on someone's door or something, or get a ride, but somebody's going to see it. This person is naked to the universe. They cannot. They're not going to overthink their way out of this. They're not going to think away the feelings. It's not going to happen. The King of Swords on top of this says that these 8 swords are going to go to 1. Right here. That Archangel Michael's sword of truth. And that leads to a Knight of Cups coming your way. Why? Well, the Sun is bookending all of this. Again, the Lover's energy is here. The energy of your connection is solid. It's strong. It's good. It's better than what they've got on their side, which is not a soul connection. You're not sharing soul space with anyone. There's no room. With the Sun here, the Sun is big. It's huge. Okay? It's gigantic. It's taking up the whole soul. It's just lit up. You can't even see. It's blinding. Okay? It's so lit up in there. Why is the Sun here? And by the way, the Sun is a star. So keep that in mind. Because that energy bleeds on here. They can't. That's why I'm saying they can't. They're at the mercy of the universe. The universe ran up, stole their clothes. Now they're just going to have to deal with it. You know? Sneak around, find a leaf or something, but either way, I'm going to have to sneak around. It's a very, very, very clear energy. And I'm trying to give it to you in a humorous way, but that's how I break the energy up. I don't waste my time putting a bunch of crystals on my table waiting for those to do the job, in which they don't. Not anywhere near as good as laughter. Laughter. Break the energy right up. For me, hey, the only thing that matters is I think I'm funny and the bird thinks I'm funny. That's it. That's all that matters for your reading, really. Sun, why is it here? I think it's kind of funny. But why do I think it's funny, though? I think it's funny because this person is pushing back. They're already under stress. They already know they fucked up. Yet they're still trying to push it back. And with this kind of energy in their soul. And by the way, the affecting energy, crossing this, the environmental energy, is the Death card. Another major arcana. It's all major arcana shit here. Doesn't matter what falls on top now. The soul energy is, the universe took over. Right? Again, why do I make the specific jokes I make? I said the universe ran up and took their clothes. And ran off. They're stuck now, butt naked, out in the middle of nowhere. They're going to have to knock on someone's door. Right? Probably took their car keys too, was probably in the pocket. This is major arcana energy. The universe took over the soul. It said, well, if they're going to sit here in 8 swords and keep fucking this off, I'm never going to balance this energy. So I need to do something, the universe said. And what did it do? It took over their soul completely. Completely. The sun lights it fully. You couldn't, if you were to walk in their soul, if you could do that, you wouldn't see anything. It's too much light. You'd burn up. What's on top? 10 of Wands. There's that 10 Wands again that we started with before the cut. There's that stress. Right? It is. This stresses this person out. This right here, this is about to break. It breaks. We know it breaks to a Fool. And right here, 5 of Wands. Resistance is futile. This is mild energy. This is why the 10 of Wands is here. This is it's a 10. 10s are the and dead end that lead to a new beginning. I just said rewind. This is about to break. Right? Break to an ace or break to the Fool. We already know it does. Why does it do that? Because it's futile. 5 of Wands. They can't resist this. The universe took over their soul. They can 8 of Swords all they fucking want. But it's going to 1, and they got to do something. The universe took the clothes with the star crossing here. With my naked girl in the water. They've got to do something. They got to at least walk up to this guy and ask if they can borrow his cape. Or something. Either way, like I say, somebody going to see it. They're going to have to do something. They can't just stay out there all night. That said, resistance is futile. This is a very weak energy here. They're trying to fight fire, a raging fire, a death card energy crossing the sun, which means it's changed. It's a total takeover of the soul. They're trying to fight a raging inferno with a teaspoon of water, with nonsense. And it's not going to work. And all of this guilt and all of this stuff, it's just seeping down into the soul. It is a lot of guilt. I think there's guilt here. There's guilt for never telling you how they feel. I see that with the universe is trying to tell us they never truly told you the truth. They never truly told you the truth about their feelings. And I know for a few of you, I'm sure of it because it's here in the energy, they told you, we're done, I can't come towards you, I've got to stay with my person, so stop calling me and blah, 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 blah. Something along those lines, right? Something like that, at least for a few of you. Okay? Some of you, you never even heard from this person. Others of you, you're just in limbo. But for those of you where they said that, again, I tell you, they've got to come crawling back now. They have no choice. And they're going to look stupid. Just like you would if you was out skinny dipping and somebody took your clothes and your car keys and you had to go up and you have nothing on, you're going to have to flag down a car buck naked and hope they got a towel they can give you or something like that. You're going to feel stupid. Everybody would. And at the end of the day, that's what they feel. That's why this page is here. And that's why this Ten of Wands keeps coming up. Yet they're still trying to keep the puke down. They're still trying to keep it down. It's futile. And the universe is clear about that. Crystal clear. Ace of Cups. Why is it here? Let's talk to the universe. Speaking of the universe, let's have a chat with the fickle old gal. I give the fickle old gal props for stealing that person's clothes. That's a funny thing to do to someone. I like that. All right, here we go. Ace of Cups. Tell me about it. I read energy how I read energy. You know? I have to translate feelings into words, and I do it the way I do it. I don't do it any differently on video for you than I would in person reading somebody, with or without cards. I would do the same fucking thing. It's usually just internal dialogue. You know? It's the same thing. It's just how I figured out how to do it. You have to, everybody can read energy. Everybody can. I had a whole mailbag segment about that. Go check my mailbag playlist. But you have to be honest. You have to read it. The universe will give you the messages the way it knows you will translate. In other words, speaking in science terms, it gives it to you in your frequency. Okay? So you have to be you to read it. You have to be yourself. If you're not, if you're pretending and it's some fake thing and you think you want the hocus pocus method, you're going to miss all the messages the universe is sending you. It's sending them to you in a way you understand it, on your frequency. That's it. It's as simple as that. You can put all the hocus pocus to it you want. Ace of Cups, why is it here? Strength, crossing that. That card's been coming up a lot from every deck. Strength card everywhere, as far as the eye can see in these July readings. They're afraid. Again, they're just, it's fear. They've got to get the strength of, the only way, the universe is saying the only way, the environmental energy is giving them the strength to do it. When we're put in a position where we have to do something, again, your clothes are taken. You come out of the pond, you're running, you have to do it. You wouldn't normally do it. If your clothes were on shore, you wouldn't come out of the pond and run up to the street and knock on someone's door or flag down a car butt naked. But because your clothes are gone, you have to. You have no choice. The things we'll do when we have to, like the tower card on the Rider-Waite deck with people jumping out the high tower windows, right? Because it's on fire. You do it because you have to. You wouldn't do it if the tower wasn't on fire. But if it's between burning to death and smoke inhalation and taking a shot that you might live the fall, you might survive the fall, you take the shot, you'll survive the fall. Well, that's what this universe is saying here with the strength card. The universe is causing them, by taking over their soul, by taking their clothes, causing them, forcing them to take action. That's what this is. This King of Swords is kicking this King of Swords is kicking this Knight of Cups ass, giving this Knight a direct order to go in. It's forcing your person to take action here because they were full of shit for a long time, and I know they were. And it's so clear in the energy. The universe just wants to balance the energy here, and there's nothing that unbalances energy more than bullshit. Balanced energy means actually two things, two main things. Honesty is balanced energy, and happiness is balanced energy. Unhappiness and dishonesty are unbalanced energy, and the universe is just energy. It just, all energy tries to do is balance itself. That's it. That's how the device you're watching me on right now works. We knock it out of balance, it balances. Knock it out of balance, it balances. It's a very simplistic, big bird way to explain a complex piece of digital equipment, but that's what it is. That's how it works. It's how your car works too. Knocks out of balance, comes at you. It's all what it is. Your person's been knocking themselves out of balance. What's on top here? King of Pentacles, stable. The universe is creating a stable energy. It's forcing them to put down the fear and do something. Okay? This King of Pentacles here, it's read with the Four of Swords. Again, it's about the energy around your person being very stable. That's the energy that's reflecting off of this, is just stability. It could be for some of you, someone was in a marriage that was maybe looked good on paper. It was just about pentacles, and it hurt them, and they're healing from it. That energy is here, but it's further down. The main surface energy here is the universe is creating a stable path toward you. In other words, it's forcing them to fess up, forcing them to say, I love you, forcing them to say, well, I know I said I was going to stay with my person, but it's not going to work out, you know, that kind of thing. So there's a gulf of deception here a little bit, where they're sort of full of shit, where it's much more than what they're telling you. So keep that in mind. Why is the King of Pentacles here? The King of Cups. Lots of kings. 1, 2, 3. I got everything but who? But the Burger King. I don't have the King of Wands. Not yet. The ego is gone here. How do I know that? Because of that. That page, that little skittish little fawn having to come back with the tail between the legs. And why? Because the universe turned up the volume on this connection and took over their soul. Or took their clothes, in our analogy. So they have to come out of the water. Time to come in. This is someone here. The universe is making it safe for them to tell you how they feel. Energetically. The energy around them, they're going to feel safe to do it. They're going to feel like they can. Still nervous about it. Still a little bit of not quite sharing everything. But with the Lovers, the King of Cups is read with the Lovers. And the King of Cups holds the Ace of Cups, which it's on top of. And this is a stable energy. That's the primary energy coming off of it. The universe is creating it. The universe is like saying, I know this looks crazy, Steve, that I took their clothes and their car keys, making them run around naked, forcing them to do something, taking over their soul like some kind of dictatorship, taking over a country. I know it looks crazy, but I know what I'm doing, is what the universe is saying. I know what I'm doing. This person needed some kind of safe feeling, some kind of stable energy to deliver a message to you in. And that's what the universe is providing here. By forcing their hand. It's not so much it's safe and they feel good about coming, because this is just a page, right? It's the universe forcing their hand. It's a stable and safe environment because they don't have a choice. So you follow me? But net, the result is it's a stable environment for them to come and at least share a little, the King of Cups, a little about how they feel. All right? Because they feel a lot. The energy of this connection is very strong. This is a very special connection. It really is. Really is. Not unlike Leo's connection. Very divinely guided by the universe. Very much so. If the universe takes this much interest to pull some childish prank on your person and take over their soul, it's very special. All right, there's something they're supposed to learn. I don't know if you two are supposed to be together or not. Supposed to, you know, like that kind of thing. There's some sort of destiny. You have a child that changes the world, like some kind of Terminator sort of theme or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I know you're each supposed to learn something from this, and I know that there's at least one more puzzle piece that they have for you that they need to fill in for you in your soul. I know for them, you have about a dozen of them. Okay? I know that. I know that from the Queen of Pentacles that came up in the pre-shuffle. And by the way, this is that fawn from the Queen of Pentacles card. You're the adult deer, so I know that they need you more than you need them, sort of a thing. So you have more puzzle pieces for their soul, more things to teach them, something to give them an aha moment. Okay, you got about a dozen things. They got like one more thing for you, though. There's still one thing. It could just be closure. I don't know. Or it could be you end up together. Or, I don't know. Or maybe you do bang. And you find out it's not that great. And you're like, God, why did I want this person forever anyway? I don't know. I don't know. You'll have to wait and see. It's going to vary for all of you. Why is this High Priestess here? Is this communication? I don't know. It looks like it has to be. Right? As the reading I said, we wait till we clarify before I knew. It looks like it has to be communication based on the reading around it. I don't think your person has a choice. I mean, they can still use their free will against all this, but man, they're going to be sad. They're going to be depressed if they do that, stuck in something that they hate, that they know they want out of. And then they're going to be even more mad if they're one of the people that blew you off and said they were staying with their person, and then they end up staying. Oh, that's going to be sad, because this energy here is creating sort of a, you can go in and talk to Pisces, go ahead and take another shot. Again, they have to. But they can still use free will to not do it. Let's see. Why is the High Priestess here? Tell me about the High Priestess. What's the final on this universe? There's a lot of fear here. The Four of Pentacles. Generally, it's an energy of fear. But because somebody has to, right? I said, the universe took the clothes. You got to come out. You wouldn't normally come out of the water and run up to the road naked. You wouldn't normally do that. But because they have to now, they're doing it. Something they would normally be afraid of or would just be inclined not to do, coming toward you, they're doing because they have to. The energy is sort of set for it. It's very tricky reading. Normally this is fear. This is more fear of loss, the fear of losing you. Okay? So I think the fear, what's coming up, what they're puking up at the party, the High Priestess in the corner, what's coming up from the depths is that fear of losing you. Again, it's like I just described. Imagine if they use their free will against all of this, and then they're stuck with what they've got. Then they didn't take the second chance. They're already mad about the first chance, or this might be their 100th chance with you for all I know. Okay? So it's a fear of loss. It's the card of the miser. They're afraid to lose the money, so they don't spend it. They sit on it. It's like that. It's a fear of loss. Fear of losing you. That's what's coming up. That's the affecting energy around the Empress. That tells me what the Empress is about. Now, what's on top? This card is why the Empress is here, in part. What the Empress is going to do, maybe. And it's red with the King of Swords. And it's the 8 swords. Why is that important? Because these are red together, and that's the 8 swords in the base energy. This tells me that it's double verification. The 8 swords goes to 1 sword. And this king who's holding Archangel Michael's sword of truth, which I pointed out in the beginning without knowing why I was saying it, that if you look at the label, you buy yourself at Kmart an Archangel Michael sword of truth, it contains no MSG, and it says right underneath that, contains no bullshit. Okay? This is double verification that it goes to this, and then this king gives the order for this. In other words, they have to do it. This knight has to listen to what the king says. Knights work for the king. Right? Pretty sure they do. Queen of Pentacles is the last card out. Wanted to come out with it, by the way, is the 8 of Cups. It wanted to come out reversed. It's reversed energy, but I did pull it the normal way. When it slipped out of the deck, it looked like that. So they're coming back. I can easily say, it doesn't matter. Because I pulled it this way, I'll throw it this way. I don't want people thinking I'm playing loosey-goosey with the cards. Doesn't matter. I'll read it upright. It's the same thing. This is you. This is that Queen of Pentacles. Remember the adult deer I said? This is the fawn from the Queen of Pentacles card in the animal deck, right? Well, that's them. There's the fawn, and this is you, the adult deer. They're coming back. They're showing up. They're walking away from an old way of being, 8 broken cups, toward their 9 of cups, which I believe was in the pre-shuffle. I'm pretty sure it was somewhere. I remember seeing a 9 of cups. Doesn't matter if I do. In a lot of decks, she's walking toward the sun. In the Lightseer deck in particular, the sun, following the soul. They have to. All right? So whether it's, if it's reversed, if you want to trust me that the energy's reversed, fine. The 8 of Cups reversed means only one thing. Somebody turning their ass around who walked away from you and coming right back. Why? Because they need you. You hold too many puzzle pieces for this person not to come in. And that king, we got double verification that that king this 8 of Swords turns into 1 Archangel Sword of Truth. right? Held by the King of Swords. And that king gives the order to the knight. And that knight comes in. The universe is taking over their soul. Took their goddamn clothes. They got to come in. They have to. It's forcing them to take action. Forcing them to do something they wouldn't normally do. Why? In the universe, from the universe's perspective, it's just trying to balance energy. It's just energy. It's not really thinking about it. It's just, this is out of balance. How do I balance it? And it gets clever. Even electricity gets clever about balancing energy. And this is heavy energy. And if you think energy doesn't have weight, you're wrong. It does. It has weight. This is heavy. Heavy on this person here, trying to fight it with this light energy of the Five of Wands. Energy has weight. I learned that when I was a kid with my first car. My car battery went dead. So I pulled it out of the car, right? I took the car battery out, and I took it inside to my dad's charger. And we left it on the charger overnight. That battery was 5 pounds heavier in the morning with a full charge than it was when I pulled it out dead the night before. And that set off a light bulb in my head. I said, how about that? Energy has weight. That explains, it actually explained a lot to me about certain things I was studying at that time about my energy reading abilities. But I can tell you, when I say this is like a 1,500-pound card, it is. It's come up twice in this reading from 2 separate decks. They don't have any choice. They may not want to jump out of the water and run up to the street butt naked. They may not want to come talk to you. It may be scary as hell. I see it in the page. But they don't have a fucking choice. The universe came and stole their clothes. They're going to have to get it. Can't stay in the water. I mean, what are you going to do? You got to do it. The universe is setting the stage here. It's creating an illusion that it's safe under the guise of they have to, because the universe took over the soul. And they can't keep staying in this Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords isn't powerful enough for them to overcome the sun, and neither is the Five of Wands powerful enough to overcome the weight of this Ten of Wands. Okay? At the end of the day, someone's turning around and coming back to you. This is reversed energy. Doesn't matter. Either way they're walking toward the sun, they're following the soul. Either way it works. They know your value. This Queen of Pentacles is red with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is coming to see you on the orders of the King when this Eight of Swords gets taken down to 1. Double verification. Right there. This is the Eight of Swords is red with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is red with the Eight of Swords. The King of Swords is why the Eight of Swords is here, or what happens to the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords here is, well, the King of Swords is what happens to it. They're red together. And by the way, the Eight of Swords on top of the High Priestess is just, again, it's the energy that I told you. They're trying to suppress this. They're trying to push it back, but they can't. No matter how many times they think, I don't want to get out of the water. I don't want to get out of the water. I don't want anybody to see me. Oh my God, oh my God. They have to. There's nobody around. They got no choice. Can't stay in the water. Got to come towards you. Got to show up. You're holding the towel. Let's pull 3 cards from the universe. It's a nice reading. There is some deception in how much they tell you, though. That's up to their free will. Okay? And all of this is up to their free will. They cannot come back to you. They can argue, but they're going to live in this Ten of Wands if they don't. It's very heavy. It's very heavy. Let's pull some cards. Let's pull 3 cards from the universe, see what else the universe wants to tell you before I go. Okay? Pay attention to my all signs readings in July. Pay attention to any energy updates I give you. This is easily one of the most special readings I've pulled for this monthly go around of the zodiac. This is an incredible reading. It really is. The energy is crystal clear. I like to explain it in my own dramatic way, but it's a very accurate explanation, actually. I think the analogies help people kind of soak it in rather than putting a bunch of hocus pocus to it. You know? Just some homespun analogies. And you learn a little thing about, every once in a while, about how energy works. Anyway, let's see where we go here. Let's see where we go. Give me 3 cards and a crossing card. What else you want to tell Pisces 2 fish before I go? My 2 fish people. I'll tell you something. Yeah, see? There's the 7 of Swords. I was just talking about it. You know, when I talk, the universe either backs me up or it puts egg in my face. You all know that. You've been here a while. You definitely know that. Yeah. There's a little bit of deception in the truth they're telling you because they're scared to death. Again, that 5 of Wands, they're scared to get out of the water, right? That 5 of Wands. And the Empress is crossing this Ace of Swords. But they're compelled to come talk to you. They are. The universe is forced. They have to. This is an irresistible object, the Empress. It's an irresistible energy. Again, my homespun analogy. They have to get out of the water. They have no choice. Universe sneaky deakied up, took the clothes and car keys, and they're gone. What are they going to do? Stay in the pond all day? They can't. That logic, they will come to that logic. Because they have to set something right here. They have to. There's a lot of love here. Ace of Cups, King of Cups on top of that, holding the Ace of Cups, and the Lover's card in the energy of the connection in the right place. Explaining everything here. So, but the message to you, there's a little bit of deception in it. It's because of this Five of Wands. And this Five of Wands directs us to this Five of Wands, which is tied to this Ten of Wands. They're afraid to come out of the water. Okay? So they're afraid to tell you how much they feel for you. All of it. They're going to have to confess something here. For a lot of you, like I said, they already told you, Pisces, we can't be together. I got to stay with where I'm at. Imagine that. How would you feel? Well, I already told them I was happy. Now I got to go back crawling and say, yeah, I can't. My feelings for you are strong. Again, my analogies are solid here. It's tough. It's okay. You can work past this. Don't call them on it. Just be cool. And laugh a little bit. Picture somebody who was skinny dipping, who had their clothes stolen. Picture it when they come up to talk to you, if you're one of the people where your person shows up. Have a good laugh about it. Imagine them standing right in front of you, buck naked. Having to explain why they're buck naked. And why, when they said that they were never coming back, that they showed up. I mean, yeah, no wonder they're a little Page of Pentacles here. They're the fawn. You are the adult deer. You were the Queen of Pentacles in the pre-shuffle, and you're the Queen of Pentacles here. The one that they're turning the ass around and coming right back to. Okay? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. What's under this Empress? Oh, look at that. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. He's right here. Because of the stable energy. They feel, again, it's just the whole reading backs itself up. I'm not going to repeat myself. Watch the reading a few times. That right there proves and validates the whole reading. Right there. The universe is creating the stable energy. I explained what that meant and what it is. Right there. They're just drawn to you. They have to. They have to come knock on your door. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If I helped one person with this reading, I did my job today. I did, for sure. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, Pisces. Good luck.